Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Victoria Montefusco and I'm a lover of all things when it comes to makeup, fragrance, and beauty. And today is an exciting video. I'm going to be reviewing another indie perfume slash fragrance house. And this fragrance house is called Poesie. Poesie, I believe is how it's spelled. And they're really popular on a lot of the indie makeup fragrance kind of like subreddits that I've been lurking on. They seem to have some really interesting fragrances with some interesting note combinations. So I actually ordered some samples. They do samples of their permanent collection. So I have 6 samples here. Some of these are a little bit more gourmand leaning, which you all know is like totally my jam. Some of these are a little bit more interesting, things that I normally wouldn't try, but I was kind of intrigued by. So if you want to hear my impressions of this indie fragrance house, then please keep on watching. So something I want you all to keep in mind is that I actually received these fragrances in the mail like 2 to 3 weeks ago. But when it comes to a lot of these indie fragrance oil houses, they tell you to let your fragrances rest for at least like a week or two, because if you don't do that, the fragrance may not smell correct and like the oils may be all like shaken up, and it just doesn't give you an accurate representation of the fragrance, whether that's due to temperature or like transit or whatever that is. So these have been sitting for like 3 weeks, so I've been dying to try them out, and I'm super excited to, and I believe these are all like fragrance oils. I don't think they're actually like perfumes. All right, so I'm not gonna be going in any particular order here. Just gonna grab what's in front of me. So the first fragrance I wanna talk about is this one, and this one is called Twice to Tea, and this has notes of Earl Grey tea, lavender absolute, vanilla syrup, and musk. I'm normally not like a tea fragrance kind of gal. I've tried a few, haven't really liked any of the ones that I've tried, but I've been just wanting to try more tea fragrances, trying things that are out of my comfort zone, because I don't know, I feel like a tea kind of fragrance could be like really comforting and nice on especially like a cold winter day, you know, it's just something really cozy. So I'm gonna try this one on this index card and we'll see what I think. Wow, yeah, that's a lot of lavender. A lot of lavender. There's definitely a hint of tea. Something almost smells like a bit minty in here. I wouldn't wear this. I'm not really a fan of this. I don't think I'm that much of like a lavender kind of gal. Like that note just doesn't really do anything for me. Yeah, this is just too lavender, too minty, too herbal. It's really not my vibe. So this one's not bad. It is that like very relaxing kind of cozy vibe. It's just these notes I just don't really see working on my skin or something that I would want to wear. Next up, I want to try this fragrance, and this one is called Cardigan. So this has notes of sandalwood, cardamom, pimento berries, French vanilla, white chocolate, and musk. As you all know, I love my gourmand, so the vanilla, the chocolate, that sounds really pleasant to me. And I also love a little bit of spiciness in some of my fragrances. Like Penhaligon's Changing Constants is a great fragrance that I own in my collection for the wintertime, and that is very heavy on like the pimento. So I like fragrances like that, so I thought I'd give this one a try. This one smells pretty masculine to me. And it might be that combination of the sandalwood with the spices. But to me, smelling this, I'm like, wow, this is definitely more on the masculine side. I don't smell chocolate. You definitely smell the musk. I don't really like this one. This is a way too masculine for me. It's the sandalwood that's really doing it. Yeah, I'm not a fan of this. I understand maybe why it's called cardigan. Maybe it's like wearing your boyfriend's cardigan or something. Maybe that's like the vibe that they're going for, but yeah, the sandalwood with the pimento and the cardamom is just way too masculine for my taste, so I'm not really a fan of that. So next up, I want to try this fragrance, which is called Versailles. This is one of the ones I'm the most excited for. This has notes of golden cake, orange blossom, vanilla citrus icing, and blood orange. Like, I love some citruses especially combined with some gourmand notes. Like Xerjoff Casamarati Lira is one of my favorite fragrances of all time that I own in my collection, and that to me is like lemon pound cake dream. So I'm hoping maybe this is like the orangey version of Lira, because I know Lira technically has like orange notes, but I get lemon like all the way. So this one sounds really interesting. I'm really excited to try it out. Yeah, this is definitely more my vibe. There's definitely something very fluffy and vanilla in here. And then you get little hints of citrus. It's not so citrusy that you're like, ooh, like that's a pure citrus, but this definitely smells like a yellow cake with like vanilla with like a slight hint of orange, like frosting, which is accurate for the notes in here, so that's great. This isn't too strong. This isn't cloyingly sweet. I feel like this is a very pleasant gourmand kind of scent. I do like this one. I'm definitely interested in trying this on my skin. To me, this is not at all reminiscent of Lira. Lira is like a big powerhouse, like smacks you in the face, and is like lemon ice pound cake. To me, this is more like vanilla cake with that hint of orange in the frosting. And I do think it's very pleasant. So Versailles, I do really like that one. I will be trying that one on my skin. Another one I was really excited about is called Infamous. This is another like cakey kind of scent, so super excited. This has notes of white cake, marshmallow cream, vanilla frosting. This sounds like gourmand heaven, and based on how I liked the last one, I think I'm gonna like this one. Oh yeah, I do like this one. It's a very, again, not too strong, not too cloying kind of gourmand scent, but you definitely do get like cake and vanilla. It's just a very pleasant cakey vanilla. Not too cloying at all. I'm not really getting the marshmallow. Maybe that note would come out like if I wear it on my skin. I know fragrances can definitely smell a lot different on like a card versus on your skin, but this one is really nice. Yeah, I like this one. I will also be trying this on my skin. All right, let's go for another cake scent, shall we? So this one's called Hera, and this has notes of yellow cake, strawberry jam, vanilla icing, and pink lotus blossoms. That lotus blossoms note kind of makes me nervous because I'm not really known for liking florals, but all the other notes sound really, really good. This almost to me sounds like a Victoria sandwich like sponge cake, which is like layers of yellow cake with like a strawberry jam in between, and it has like a vanilla buttercream on it. It's a really good cake. So this to me sounds like a Victoria sponge, and I really enjoy eating them. So yeah, I think this one sounds pretty good. Other than that like lotus note, that makes me a little bit nervous. A lot of strawberry. The strawberry hits you in the face really, really quickly. Dang. It's kind of like a fake strawberry note, which I'm not really a fan of. I don't smell any florals. To me, this smells like that fake strawberry scent with a little bit of vanilla. I'm not really a fan. If the strawberry was more realistic smelling, I think I would like this. But I have never really found a strawberry note in a fragrance that smells like actual strawberries. They always smell like weird strawberry candy to me, and I'm not really a fan of that. So yeah, I'm not really a fan of this one. That strawberry is a little bit too strong compared to the other notes. I wanted to get more of a balanced like cake frosting with a little bit of jam experience. And I also just don't like that artificial strawberry candy kind of note. So that one's not for me. And lastly, we have this fragrance, which is called Maydar, I believe is how it's pronounced, M-A-D-A-R. And this one sounds really interesting, a little bit, outside of my comfort zone. So this has notes of basmati rice pudding, orange flower water, saffron, cinnamon, cardamom, dried rose petals, and sugared pistachios. So this to me sounds like, a very sweet rice pudding with some spices and with a little bit of floral. So again, I'm not sure if I'm really gonna like this. I haven't really found a rice note in fragrances that I've like absolutely adored, but we'll check it out. I do actually like rice pudding. I like how it smells. I like eating it. I know that's kind of like an unpopular opinion, but I think rice pudding is kind of yummy. So we'll give it a try. It is like a spicy rice pudding. When I say spicy, I don't mean like hot spice. I mean like cinnamon, saffron, nutmeg, those kind of spices. I actually kind of like it. It's very different to what I currently own. I don't really own anything like this. And a lot of the rice scents I've smelled, it's like very much like cloyingly sweet, sticky rice pudding. And I like how those smell on the card. It's just like when I try them on my skin, I'm like, I don't know about that. But this one's a little bit different. I feel like those spices really balance it out, as well as those like floral notes. Like I don't smell like straight up florals in here, but there's something in here, which I think are those florals that are like toning down that dessert quality. And I like it. Yeah, I'm gonna try that one on my skin as well. I do like that one. So overall, I had 3 successes and 3 fails. I feel like that's pretty good, 50%. So those 3 fragrances, which are Maydar, Versailles, and Infamous, I will try them on my skin probably in the month of March. And then during my March monthly roundups, I will tell you, which products I like and which products I don't like as much and which products I absolutely hate. So yeah, you'll know like what my true thoughts are on those fragrances, like when I try them on my skin, when I wear them all day, etc., when I do that video at the end of March. But I just don't think I'm gonna have time to really test out all the fragrances I want to in the remaining days of February. So for that reason, I think they're gonna stick to March. But yeah, that is it for today's video. I hope you all enjoyed it. I really enjoyed trying out new fragrances, especially like these indie fragrance houses that are small businesses. I love supporting small businesses, so it's just been a lot of fun. If you like this video, please like this video. It helps out with the YouTube algorithm, and it also helps me know what kinds of content you like to see on my channel. If you like me, please subscribe. I'd love to have you all here. And if you have anything to comment down below, any recommendations for fragrances, whether it's from Poesie or another brand, or if you have any thoughts on any of these fragrances that I tried today, any fragrance brands you think I should explore, anything like that, let me know. I'd love to chat with you all, and I love hearing your suggestions. So yeah, that is it for today's video, and I will see you all next time.